Good day, everyone. I am LVD Azarkan from Lenizo's Regado Sur, and today I'd like to discuss to you the values of politics, basic concepts, order, power, and justice. So, according to Max and Scotland of 1988, study of politics seeks to know how human life and the aggregate is ordered. So, when we say order, it is an authoritative command or instructions, and when we say power, it's the ability to influence and control the behavior of people and state, and when we say justice, it is a fair treatment. So I viewed politics and a modern interpretations wherein it is a study of government and the state. So for further interpretations of politics, we have consensus and compromise, academics, public affair, art of government, power and distribution of resources, and society. So people tend to associate politics with power. So politics is a collective decision of individuals based on defined rules of society, and these rules bind people together in order to preserve culture and improve human life. So moving on, we have community. It is a kind of social order which is an association of individuals who share a common identity. It arises to fulfill a wide variety of social functions that cannot be met by individuals acting on their own and permanent group of people who follow a social structure in a society. So community is different to society because when we say society, it is a group of people having a or sharing a common culture within a defined territorial boundary. So in a community, there is a social interaction. So a social interaction involves social processes, social structure, social relationships, and social organizations. When we say social structure, it is involves with religion, morals, customs, and values. And when we say social processes, it is an event that happens in our everyday life, every second of our life, the way we interact with other people, the way we interact with the driver, with the passenger, or when we're in a bus or anything. It's a process. It's an interaction of our everyday life. So we have government. So to make it easy to understand, government is a system which governs a state. So when we say state, it is a territory with its own institution and population. So state, it's about people and territory. So let's talk about government. So who has the power? How power is shared? Government ruling the economy. So we have government is a political order that maintains and perpetuates the community. So we have actually many forms of government. So these are monarchy, aristocracy, democracy, republic, totalitarianism, fascism, dictatorship, communism, socialism, oligarchy, anarchy, theocracy, and colonialism. So we have monarchy. It is one man ennobled for his noble lineage, and honor is vested with the right to rule and control the society. So we have absolute monarchy and constitutional monarchy. So example of the monarchy country is Spain and UK. So when we say absolute monarchy, the king and queen has all power, and when we say constitutional monarchy, the king and queen has no real power, just ceremonial. And if this form of government may turn into tyranny, it means cruel or oppressive government. So let's proceed to aristocracy. So it is a small elite ruling class called aristocrats have power over those in lower socioeconomic strata. So it signifies rule of the best, and the ruling lays in the hands of few people and usually considered to be the best qualified people in the participation society. So the power is vested in a group of people who are distinguished by birth, fortune, or hereditary nobility. So if the selected few pursue their own personal interest, so this may end up in becoming an oligarchy. So, moving on, let's proceed to democracy. The father of democracy is Christians. Comes from the Greek word demos, meaning citizen, and kratos, meaning power or rule. So it is a supreme power vested in the people of the nation, the rule of the people, for the people, and of the people. So we have direct democracy and representative democracy. So in a direct democracy, we have people vote on laws and policies themselves, while the representative people choose leaders to create policies. So, and if this form of government degrades into rule of people passion instead of reason, it becomes demagoguery or mobocracy. So governments with democratic attributes are most common in the Western world and in some countries of the East. In democracies, all of the people in the country can vote during elections for representatives or political parties that they prefer. So we have the right to vote. We have the term suffrage or the right to vote. And we have republic. It is a state is ruled by representatives of the citizen body. So a republic is a country of government where the head of government is an elected or chosen president. So we have totalitarianism. The government holds absolute control over all areas of the lives of its people. And fascism. Fascism is a system of government led by a dictator who typically rules by forcefully and often violently suppressing opposition and criticism, controlling all industry and commerce, and promoting nationalism and often racism. So the most notorious examples of fascist governments have been Benito Mussolini of National Fascist Party in Italy from 1922 to 1943, and we have Adolf Hitler of the National Socialist German Workers' Party from 1933 to 1945. So that's it. So we have dictatorship. So one person called dictator has absolute power. So we have also communism, economic system where there is a little or no private ownership of anything. We have socialism, encourage cooperation, own the means of production. We have oligarchy, only a few wealthy people hold power. Anarchy, absence of government and absolute freedom of the individual. And we have theocracy, is a type of government where one or more priests rule in the name of a deity. A god or goddess is recognized as the supreme ruler and the laws based on religious law. Democracies are considered to be the opposite of theocracies. So we have colonialism, defined as controlled by one power over dependent area or people. So colonialism, nation extends its sovereignty over other territories. So government leaders make decisions on today's toughest challenge, like how to address climate change, climate emergency, or terrorism, pandemic, or any other issues. So that's it. So moving on, we have nation state. So most distinctive and largest self-sufficient political configuration in the modern world. Its action and reaction affect not only the welfare and destiny of its own people, but the fate of peoples in other hands. We have nation, a large body of people who share common backgrounds, including any or all of the following: geographic location, history, racial or ethnic characteristics, religion, language, culture, and belief, and common political ideas. So we have a state, territory with its own institution and population. Existence of a viable sovereign government exercising authority and power in the name of the society. So nation state is a pattern of political life in which people are separately organized into sovereign states and interact with one another. So when we say sovereign states, it's a permanent population, defined territory, one government, and the capacity to enter into relations with other sovereign states. So that's all. And all videos are gone. Thank you for listening.